Hey guys, my name's Matthew and I just want to show you guys some basic stuff on Fruity Loops. Um, Firstly, I just want to say that this is for absolute beginners, not for people that are more advanced in the software. So I'll be teaching very basic stuff on how to make a very boring, well not boring, but basic electro house song. So first I want to start off with the basics, and that of course is how to make a new file. So yeah, just go to File, New, and this is very basic. Um, just yeah, and you're done. I like to use the basic one. Sorry if I talk a bit out of sync over here. I'm actually recording over this footage, but yeah, over here is the packs. These packs you use these to find the sounds that you want to implement in your actual production that you're making, such as a piano. So yeah, you just click around and you can find the right soundtrack that you want to use, and then you just drag it over. You can drag it over a current soundtrack, or you can just put it in that area, and that's how you place the notes. Press spacebar to play, or you can click up there. You don't exactly need to listen to me in this, more so than you just need to pay attention to the video. But yeah, I'll try to help out by talking. Alright, so first off, we want to know how to put sounds into the software so that you can use them later. So first what you gotta do is you're going to find your sound track somewhere in your computer. Yeah. So you find the sound that you want to put in, whatever it is, and you just press copy, and then you just go through to computer, from computer into there, program files, and find the image line folder. From there you find the FL Studio, data, patches, packs, and then you can just make a folder if you want and put your sounds in there. In this case I'll just make a folder called tutorial. Alright, so just make your folder, put the file in, and then once you've switched over to Fruity Loops, then you should be able to find it here in the pack section. So there I found tutorial, and there's the sound right for me to use. Yeah, and then I can use that later on. Right now I won't. So next I want to show you guys the piano roll. So you just right click, go to piano roll, and in the piano roll obviously you have the piano, and this is where you can select different notes. It doesn't just have to be for piano, but it's for other instruments and sounds as well, for different pitches, right through the different octaves, all that stuff. You don't need to know how to play piano to use this. I myself don't know very well, at least. So yeah, for an example we can use Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, just to show you how to use this. Now I'm using this because it's probably the most basic sound song that you've ever heard or that you can make. So yeah, you just place your notes in the time section that you want, and you see how fast it can play. Once you press spacebar you can see when it plays, stuff like that. Alright, so yeah, you just place your notes. If you want to also make this, just follow what I do. Yeah, I'll just let you watch now. But yeah, this may take some time to run through when doing this at first. Even I'm not very good at it just yet. I'm very slow with using it. So there's some parts of this video where I'll just fast forward it for you guys, let you see it play fast. But next, I'll show you guys how to copy and paste notes a very simple way. So all of these little blocks, if you want to reuse them, you just press and hold Control. I'm sure I'll do it now. Sorry for these random pauses. I was using a video recording software where I had to pause it every 10 or so minutes, or every few minutes, just so that it wouldn't cut me out. But yeah, you just press and hold Control, select over all the notes, and then press and hold Shift, and then you can just click and drag the notes, and then it should copy them, just like I did there. And you just place it where you want on the time frame. And then just for this, then I just copy the first section and drag it over to the final, because that's just how the melody goes. Later on I'll show you guys how I made my melody, but I won't actually include like how I produced it, because it would just take too long and this video would end up being much over an hour and a half long, because making a melody does take time if you're new to this. I've only been using the software for, I'd say, about 9 months, but not very often, so excuse me. So I'm not too great at it just yet. There you go. So we have our first melody done. If you have that ambient noise and that really is irritating, just press the stop button up there. But yeah, I'll delete this melody now because it's completely irrelevant to the production we'll be making in just a second. But the notes that will be in the melody that I actually made for this song is I wrote them all down and I played them on my actual piano, rather slowly of course, but I played them on my keyboard, and yeah, and then I made them up into the software, and now I'll copy them up over. There you go. Copy them over to this software, and then there the notes are in there. But I'll remove the lower, what is it, chords? I don't even know what you call them. Remove these, and then just to show you how I actually did them. But yeah, here you can listen to it. I press play. Alright, so you guys are probably saying that really looks complicated, it looks like it would take me forever to do that, there's so many places to place it, so many lengths of the notes that I should know and how to do those. But don't worry, it's fine, you just feel it when you're busy making it, feel the music, and you just freestyle it. I basically freestyled this, and it turned out quite alright. It's not professional, it's not anything special. This, you guys can even take this if you want. Yeah, you can pause and pause. Yeah, if you want to copy the melody. Yeah, if you guys end up bettering this than I did, you can just send me a link to whatever you make, and I'd be happy to hear it and know that I've actually helped out. Hopefully this video is of any help to any of you. That's quite the point of it. But yeah, over here what I'm doing up there is I'm changing the tempo, and this allows you to know how fast the song plays through. So now you can see it's much slower than if I turn it up to 140 or 150 even. But yeah, going up to 128 is the standard electro house tempo, which is really nice. It just makes it feel normal. Alright, so now what we've got to do is we've got to find a sound that we actually want to use for this, for the notes, so it can play in the soundtrack. What do you call it? Yeah. Okay, so now what I've done is over there. What I did was I went and I got my sound. This is how you get the sound. You have to download Nexus. I can put a link in the description. You download Nexus and you just click on here, go to dance lead, and then double click on LD accelerator, and then you should be able to get the sound that comes out. I'll just remove these again. Yes. Alright. Over here it's the pattern and song up there. You just switch between the two. The song is for down at the bottom right there, and the pattern's for the pattern that you're actually working in. So yeah, I'll play through the pattern. Alright, those notes are definitely far too high. Just move these down. Hopefully this is the right one. Right octave. Over here I was just making sure that I actually selected the right note. Yeah. Alright. And to select them all like I just did there, just press Control A. That should sort you out. Just select everything so you can move the whole lot at once. Yeah, that sounds quite nice to me. I'm not too sure about you guys. What do you think? If you don't like it, then you might as well click out of here, because basically I'll be playing this over quite a few times throughout the video. You might be rather tired of the tune in the end, but that's how it goes. So we can use that for the intro. We'll use that tune for the intro as well, and through the main bit, but I won't make a chorus or any type of special thing like that. I'll just be using this tune. But next up, you want to get a kick in there. You want to get some beat going with the actual song, just so you know what you're doing. So first, you just find a nice kick that you like, and with dip bass or anything like that, and you just drag it over. Since I replaced my kick, just want to find a decent one. And if you guys have any questions about where I get these packs or any special packs, just ask me and I'll send you a link. I'll put it in the comments. Right. So now, if you want, you can do this, but then it only plays for 4 sections. So then, and then you can implement that into a new pattern if you want. But I prefer just doing this, sending it to the piano roll. Then just get rid of that, and then you just copy the notes over that you have for 9 bars basically. As you can see, up above where I'm placing these, it goes up to 9. I didn't know this at the time, but yeah, go up to 9. Copy those over, and then just remove the excess. You right click to remove notes, just by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. Just be sure that you're using headphones right now. Alright. Okay, so now that we have the bass going, I just carried it over into a new pattern. So now there's a clean pattern, and I just pasted it in there. So now I just have the bass as one pattern. So I can place them separately. I can have the intro as just the melody without any other instruments. But next we want to add some hats, and I like using new patterns for everything. Just makes it so much better. So the standard hat is actually a really nice hat that they use. And you can just fool around in this pattern section, and you can find out exactly how you like your stuff. So over here I did the same as what I did with the bass. Just select, hold shift, and drag. Okay, so now what I want to do is make sure that I have the hat set nicely, and then I also add snares so that the snares sound better. Yeah, I did this so that we could have a double hat beat, as you'll hear now. Yeah, some of you might not want to do this as I'm doing right now, because you can just fill in more of the track section with the actual tracks instead of copying and pasting like this, but I like doing this just to make sure that I have the exact notes I want in the exact same place, in the exact place I want them to be. But many people do otherwise. Alright. Yeah, so next I just added in, made sure I had a decent snare. So then I could just place the snares. I could place the snares in the same place as the claps. Just makes it sound better. So I go to the claps pattern, copy the claps, and then I just paste them over at the snares and have the snares playing at the same time as the claps. Yeah, see if it makes a difference. Yeah, the snares are too loud, so you want to turn the volume down on any sound. You just go over there, so that you can turn it really high, you can turn it really low, make it just right. You just click and drag up or down on that little button, little volume knob, and yeah. This project, using the software might be slightly frustrating at times, but that's only if you lack patience, just like me. But yeah, just move all those other things over just for later use instead of having to place them again later. But yeah, what I want to do now is I want to show you guys how to add the chords that I did before. But I'll just play through fast forward and you can see what I did in there. So you can see. But yeah, as I fast forward through this, you can see I'll add all these notes. They aren't right at first, but that often happens, and in the end I don't actually place them exactly how I want them to be, but it still sounds quite fine. Yeah, just make sure that you place them in the right place, like over there. I'll notice my mistake here. What's going on? Move those over, and then add an add. They aren't all placed in the exact right place, but yeah, just drag them down to make chords. So then, yeah, just play through it to make sure I know what mistakes I've made. But yeah, these kind of sounds just come to you. If it doesn't come to you, you can also, of course, take ideas from other people. Just make sure that you don't copy them directly. I'm fine with you guys copying this. I've already got a better soundtrack that I made after I finished recording this video. I actually ended up making the song better, and I uploaded it to SoundCloud. I'll re-upload it again because I have to fix the drop a little bit. Yeah, hopefully it's slightly enjoyable at least. It's a very basic song, nothing special at all. Yeah, as I went along making the song, I just had to try and think about what I could make to make a little, at least slightly interesting, even though it's a very beginner type of thing. I'm not too sure why this played through over again. I'm sorry about that. Quite weird. I'm using Sony Vegas Pro to edit this, and Audacity I used to record my voice. Used Bandicam to record the video, because my Hypercam wouldn't work. But yeah, now I just tested through playing the whole thing, and should go back to normal speed now. And then alright, so now what I'm doing is I've right clicked and I've selected create automation clip. You can see how I did it, just rewind. You didn't catch that. But yeah, you just drag the points down and right click if you want to add another point. And then that'll add a point in between the 2 points that you have, and then this is just to helps you fade in the song. Makes the song more smooth instead of an abrupt annoyance, really. Alright, so that's the basics to an automation clip. It gets much more complicated if you want to make it sound better, but I won't do that in this video because it's just slightly not suitable for the context of this video. But yeah, so now that I have that intro set in, I'll place all the other soundtracks down below for when it comes in. So that's the bass, that one too. The bass comes in after that and then just brings the beat in, and then I'll add it's a really rubbish drop, but that's because it's not special. It's not meant to be special at all, because I won't teach you how to make a drop completely in this video because it is slightly hard. But basically all I did use to make the drop is a wasp section. You can find that anywhere on YouTube. Just type in wasp sound effect on FL Studio, you can find that, and then I added the bass beats, the snares, in every 2, 4, and 2, 4, and 8, I think, beats for 16 bars. 16 quadrant, I think it's called. But yeah, what you want to do while this is playing, what I did, is I just listen to make sure that I found the exact right spot. So here, let the drop play through. Then I just watch where that white highlighted line goes to, and then as soon as it ends, I know where it is. But that's the thing with FL Studio, is sometimes the video lags behind the actual sound that you play, which is really annoying, because often if you try to find the exact right place where something plays, you have to look in the top left to see the times of certain things. But yeah, over here now I wanted to add a vocal at the end of a drop because that's just makes it sound nice. But then I realized that my Fruity Loops actually uninstalled before, and along with that I lost my vocals and many different sound effects. So here I was busy searching around for it. I'm sorry, that might be a bit irritating watching that, but then eventually I just paused the video and then I find that fire, and the guy just shouts fire basically. And yeah, as I just make sure that there's one note playing of that, no more than that. You don't use that in a piano roll. You just find the right place to play that fire note. So I just played through the song again, so I knew exactly where I needed to play the vocal. But yes, I know that this drop isn't anything special and might even be slightly annoying, but I'm not going to go into that right now because that's not very necessary for your basics to FL Studio, more so than your necessities, like making a melody, making a beat, stuff like that. Okay, so now I can just move these over so that they play once the vocal ends. And you just have to zoom in on the timeline down there, a pattern timeline, so that you can find very specific points that the sound needs to be played. Otherwise, it just sounds completely rubbish if there's a blank gap of noise, lack of noise during a song. So you have to try and find the exact precise place so that nothing sounds offbeat or off tempo or anything like that. See, I was just readying myself, and then I saw exactly where it needs to be. But sometimes you need to play it over and over again just to make sure you know exactly where you are, and it can be slightly annoying. And yeah, from here you've basically got your song done, and there's not much more you need to do to it. There's a lot you can do to it, and I did that once I actually finished up this video, because I don't want to do more complicated stuff while some beginners are watching this. But there's so many great videos on YouTube that you can find to help you out with more advanced things, just like I learned from there. Some really good guys as well that explain much better. Yeah, hopefully this has been of help. But there you have it, a nice, short, basic song. That Electro house song isn't very special, but I decided to export it here. So you just export and you select as MP3, select where you want to save it. You export it as an MP3, select what you want to call it, and you press save. It will give you these options. You can often just skip them if you want. Press start and it will render it out. And then once you're done with that, you just can open it in iTunes, VLC, whatever you like, and you're done. It's ready to be uploaded, listen to, anything you like. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I hope that this was of help. This was actually a school project, but hopefully it's of some help to you. Good luck. See ya.